Hello and welcome back to Seasons of the Wolf. Decisions. You may have noticed, if you're a fan of this channel, that I am not good at making decisions. Logically, I should agree to Rowinda's plan. But on an emotional level, I feel like I should be selling it a sod off. Screw it, I'm not the most logical of people sometimes. What? If my friends and my brother are slaves, I don't want to be free either. But you could... Try to get them out, I know. But I wouldn't be able to help them out while they're fighting. As long as they're in the arena, they'll be doing a lot of that. Really? Don't you think they'd get along fine even without you? Even if they did, there's still another thing. Chalassa will never agree to that. Oh, no, you're wrong about that. She certainly will. Chalassa wants to be free too. She knows that the best way to do that is winning fights until she has an opportunity to fight for her freedom. Even one loss breaks that chain of flawless victories. She can't afford that. You don't know Chalassa. I've watched her for quite some time now, and I've fought at her side. I know her better than you do. Sheesh, you're throwing away the opportunity of a lifetime. Find someone else, Rowinda. I won't play that game. Alright then, I will find someone else, and you'll be sorry you didn't agree. Come everybody, let's go. This woman's making me sick. Althea. Ah, so you're finally back. No thanks to you. Oh, you're all still alive. Good. Now let's hope that seeing what the other masters expect from you will have taught you the value of Master Yeldon's good care. It was interesting. I'm certain it was. The rumours about what's been going on in the city today were most intriguing. So, you know what we had to do No, I wouldn't go that far, but I have a pretty good idea. As I always say, the reputation of this arena is its true power. Reputation? What was he talking about? Do you think that maybe he somehow managed to learn of our meeting with Rowinda? Nah, definitely not. Are you sure? Beating up a small army of undead could have attracted more attention than Rowinda intended. I think he talked about how us working for the four families improved Yeldon's reputation with them. There's a good chance he heard about the results of the job we did. We can only hope you're right. If we have to hope for Riley to be right, we're doomed. Oh, really? In any case, I'm going to see Chalassa now. Huh? What for? I thought you didn't agree with Rowinda's plan. Which is why I'm going to tell Chalassa about it. Why would you do that? I'm certain Rowinda won't give up on her plan to bet against Chalassa and win big money. And if she can't fix the fight one way, maybe she'll find another. Like? No idea. She might hire someone to drug Chalassa again, so that she loses the fight. And I don't want something to happen to her, just because I refuse to be part of Rowinda's crazy money-making scheme. A noble thought, Althea. Do that. Tell her. She deserves to know. Be careful. She might not take the news well. Don't worry, Riley. She won't harm me. I'm sure of it. Bloody hell. What the hell is keeping that on? And how do you even get into something? No, I don't want to know. Oh, sorry. I didn't want to... Come in, Althea. I don't mind. Well, it looks as though you're busy. I'm just stretching my limbs a little. I need to keep my body flexible or I'm no good in a fight. I see. So that's what your technique is about. That, and the necessary experience. It takes a lot of time to learn my fighting style. I certainly believe that. I've never seen anyone as fast as you. It's a miracle the Dingarians were even able to catch you. No, that was no miracle. That was betrayal. Huh? I was careless. On one of my missions I trusted someone even I shouldn't have. And this is where it brought me. Wow. I can't imagine you being careless. How did that happen? I think it was because I became too confident with my own skills. It was several years ago when the Empire approached me, asking for my services. Another flashback quest. That's fine. So let's just auto-assign those, and... Well, quite like Bleeding Strike, it's a very useful skill to have. Which was the one that hits the front? Yep, I could do a sudden strike as well, and I probably should get that. I had received a message that my services were needed in the Empire, and thus I travelled to Grimoire. I am here. Gah! You didn't need to scare me like that. Your message told me to be discreet, and I did what you said. Yes, you definitely did. So you are Chalassa. I am. You were the one who took care of the High Priestess of the Dark Elves of Zur for us? Yes, I murdered her at your request. Forgive me, but you look a little young for that. I am older than I look. What proof do I have? When the High Priestess died, no one saw anyone enter or leave, did they? No, the Dark Elves were genuinely baffled. Then you may want to ask your 89 guards here at the fortress whether they have any reports of an intruder. And while you're at it, you may also think about who, aside from you, knows the exact number of guards stationed here. I see. Add to that the fact that you neither heard nor saw me until I was right behind you. Had you been my target... Alright, I get your point. You are as good as people say you are. Your message said that there was a delicate matter you needed taking care of. Delicate doesn't even begin to describe it. You know Sir Ormond? The champion of Horus. Who hasn't heard of him? In the last few months he's been visiting Hammerhands a lot. We've already had rumours that he's planning something, but now our spies have confirmed it. What exactly? He's planning to take over Horus and declare it an independent city-state. But isn't Horus an imperial city? Of course it is! Our steward governs it with a strict but just hand. I thought Sir Ormond was loyal to the Empire. Didn't the Council knight him as a rare and unanimous decision? He did. But ever since Ormond appeared, he's always had greater ambitions. And as a lowborn, he's never going to get the throne he wants from the Empire. Unless he takes it from you. This is why he has been forging an alliance with Hammerhands. As soon as he has taken over the city, the dwarves are going to help him fortify the walls so we cannot take it back by force. But the dwarves are also allies to the Empire. They are, but they also owe much to Sir Ormond. His heroics so often further their goals, and according to our spies, they feel very much indebted to him. Indebted enough to risk the Empire's wrath? The dwarves cannot know very well that we're not going to attack them. We cannot afford a war against Hammerhands, and we won't risk trade either. Their ore is too valuable for us. Well, that sounds troublesome indeed. It is. Sir Ormond is loved by everybody in Horus. Once he declares himself rightful ruler of the city, the people are going to love him even more. But frankly, we don't have any way of stopping him. Why not? What he's planning is high treason. If your information is correct, you can arrest him and execute him. Execute a hero of the Empire? One whose knighthood for his bravery, whom everyone loves? There'd be a rebellion if we did that. The city of Horus, at the very least, would rise against the Empire if that champion were accused of treason. Even Grimoire might go up in flames. Unless Sir Ormond heroically dies in battle against an evil assassin sent by the Dark Elves of Zur. Alright? Ah, I see your wit is as quick as your body. Wasn't hard to guess what you would ask of me, not after all you've told me. What do you think? Can you do that? Can you enter Sir Ormond's keep in Horus, kill him, leave evidence that the Dark Elves of Zur did it, and disappear? What are you paying me? Name a price. Any price? Whatever you ask for, it shall be yours. The Demon's Eye. The what? That's my price. The Demon's Eye. You can't ask for the Demon's Eye. It's Grimoire's best defense against airborne attacks. What's more important to you? The Demon's Eye or the city of Horus? You have no idea what we had to do to get our hands on the Demon's... It's a magical gem, yes. It's powerful, yes. But is it worth an entire city? You know it's not. You drive a hard bargain. My services are worth it. Alright, Chalassa. Agreed then. You shall receive the Demon's Eye. Good. After you've completed your mission. Agreed. Good. Agreed, because you already know that should you not uphold your end of the bargain, I can come to you any time I want to. You will bring the Demon's Eye to the old temple in Horus. I will know if you fail to do that. Once Sir Ormond is dead, I will come and pick it up. As you wish. However, should you fail in your mission but still take the demon's eye... Don't worry, I do not fail. And I don't want the whole Empire to chase after me. Too much noise for someone in my profession. Good. Then we both know where we stand. 5 days. Then it will be done. Accepted. Do you need anything else for... Complete our personal quest to get a reward later in the game. The journey to Horus took almost all of 5 days I had planned. I had hoped to arrive there sooner, but the sorcerer who usually assisted me with teleportation magic wasn't in Grimoire at that time. So I looked around for an alternative, but eventually I had to resort to a Dungarian merchant who was visiting the city. He sold me the services of a portal wizard, which is how I travelled to Horus. I wasn't exactly thrilled about having to employ the services of a Dungarian for that. The Dungarians are notorious for doing anything for money, including selling information. And I didn't really want anyone in Horus to know that an assassin was coming. Understandable. Sorry, this is what happens when I record first thing in the morning. I'm a little bit yawny. Particularly as it's barely light outside. So I made sure both the merchant and his portal wizard didn't survive the day. What? It was necessary. But how? I used a poison that was deadly but acted with a 1 hour delay, so I was already in Horus when they died. Don't look at me like that, Althea. You know it's what I do. I'm sorry. In any case, I arrived in Horus safely, and just in time to carry out my mission. I didn't have much time to prepare left, but that mission didn't require much preparation. Whenever Sir Ormond was in town, he resided at the fortress, as a guest to the steward of Horus. Of course, I knew the fortress like the back of my hand, so finding my way in was simple. No. Stupid early morning recording sessions. Not so simple were the 2 other questions. Which room did Sir Ormond reside in? And how did I get inside? You mean which way? No. How much blood was I going to spill on the way? You must understand that I easily have the skills to avoid a typical guard. When I go after a target, the only one who dies usually is that target. However, these missions usually require a few days of planning in advance, because before I think about a way in, I think about a way out. The reason for this is you can plan for everything, but once you've made your kill, there's always a chance someone will find the body faster than you planned for. So more often than not, leaving the same way you came in is not an option. However, here it was the only option, and I had no time to prepare for a fast escape. This is why I had to take into account that every guard I leave alive on my way in could be a guard I would have to fight on my way out. I thought your skills were easily enough to avoid a typical guard. They are enough, to avoid guards who aren't alerted. They are enough if the guards don't know someone's there. Once the guards start looking, stealth becomes a lot harder. I'm almost afraid to ask. What did you do? What decisions did you make about the guards? Well... Okay, so... gonna make our way through here. And probably either... I knew that each silent assassination would cost me some energy. I had no energy potions with me, so I had to think carefully. A guard steps into view and gives the room a cursory glance, not noticing anything particularly strange. He settles into his position without raising his guard. Stealth past him. Oh, I quite like that one. So I'm just going to sneak past these guys. The guard stifles a yawn and then shifts his weight onto the other foot. He's bored and that makes him careless. Stealth is always my watchword when given an option. The guard ahead hums a tune to himself to pass the time, a seemingly harmless activity that alerts me to his presence long before I actually see him. Oh boy, that's a lot of guards. The guard's eyes are wide open and he stands up straight, taking his duty perhaps a little too seriously. It takes a bit more thought, but there are still ways to get by without being noticed. I'm probably going to end up regretting sneaking past all these guys later, but... The guard is focused on cleaning his blade. It should be easy to sneak by, or catch him by surprise. Sneaky, sneaky. So where do I need to go? Start with this one. Someone's inside. I can hear people talking. To eavesdrop. From through a door, I could make out some snippets of a conversation. Apparently the door to Sir Ormond's room had recently been painted green, and he'd gotten his hands dirty on fresh paint. Excellent. Green door. This door is different from the others. It's green. Let's have a listen. Nothing. I couldn't hear anything. I thought about going into the room, but I have no way of telling you inside there, and it would have been too dangerous. Okay, let's listen at this one. And through the door I could make out some snippets of a conversation. Apparently Sir Ormond resided on a room on the 3rd floor. This is the 3rd floor. Good. Let's eavesdrop at this door. No hopes to lockpick this door. Looks too strong. From through the door I could make out some snippets of a conversation. Apparently, Sir Ormond had chosen his room because he liked to watch the rising sun from his window in the morning. So yeah, it's obviously this one. This door is different from the others. It's green. I took one deep breath and checked the door. Not locked. Good. That meant I didn't have to resort to a window for getting in. One peek through the keyhole confirmed what I knew. Sir Ormond was inside, sitting at a small desk with his back to me. Good. I put some oil on each of the door's hinges so they wouldn't squeak, and then I opened the door and slid inside. I made no sound at all, and Sir Ormond didn't move, so there was only one thing left. I plunged one of my knives into his neck while my other slit his throat so he couldn't make a sound. And at that moment... Good evening, Chalassa the assassin. What? Alas, poor Yorick, I hardly knew him. But he was about my size and looked like me from behind. I hoped you would fall for that trick. You knew I was coming. Of course I did. How? Draw your own conclusions, Chalassa. Let's just say that I have friends in both high and low places. The Dingarians. I had no idea how they had done it with the little time I had left them, but somehow they had warned Sir Ormond about me. And now, my dear Chalassa, you will die. I don't think so. Oh, you believe your legendary speed will save you? I'm afraid it won't. Sir Ormond presented his right arm to me, on which he wore a strange wristband made of dark metal. This is the band of blood speed. It will give me speed to match yours. You have no chance. We shall see. I had heard about that artifact. It would boost the speed of the wearer, but also damage him each turn. I would only have to last long enough to kill him. And I jumped to attack. Okay, do I have any potions with me? Yes, I've got a few minor health potions, which is good. Just wanted to check that. Okay. Okay. Decisions. I feel like I should hit the entire front row. Yep, let's reduce their special attack. Whoa. What is all this noise? Intruder! You'll regret not killing me when you had the chance. Oh, balls. That's pretty bad. Health potion. This is going to be tricky. Hit the entire front row again. Next turn I should be able to kill at least one of them. Okay, if this doesn't kill him, I'm going to be annoyed. Good. Oh god. Oh god. Ha! I knew I spotted someone in the shadows. You regret not killing me when you had the chance. Oh god, I should have killed them all. Ah! Oh god. I mean, the fact he's taking damage every turn is going to be helpful, but Okay, kill that guy. Oh god. Ah! Jesus Christ, that was close. 2 turns of health potions. Now, I don't have any stamina potions, unfortunately. So I was going to slap a bleed on him, but I can't now. So just hit him for a bit of damage. Because if he's taking damage every turn... Oh, God. Oh, God. Health potion. I better... if I've got any more than 1 fight in this, I'm going to be in trouble because of how fast I'm burning through potions. Oh god. Okay. Hit him with a strike. That one's gone on the defensive for some bizarrely inexplicable reason. Another potion. Yes, as long as I use reasonably quick attacks, I can take him down. And Sir Ormond is down. Whew! Kinda had to use potion spam there, but it worked. Eventually it was over. Sir Ormond lay dead before me, and so did his guards. From my pocket, I pulled out a handful of spider mandibles, and spread them throughout the room. Everybody in Horus knew that the Dark Elves of Zor loved to decorate their armour with them. Then I looked at Sir Ormond, and again my eyes fell on his arm. You put up quite a struggle. I suppose you won't be needing this any longer. And I took the band of blood speed off his arm and put it into my pocket. I don't usually loot the dead, but some compensation for the trouble he'd been causing me was in order. I quickly left the fortress the same way I came, fortunately without running into more guards. There had been enough blood spilled for one night. My destination was clear. Meet up with my employers at the old temple. Is it done? Is it done? It is. You don't look so well. It didn't go well either. Sir Ormond knew I was coming. But you managed to kill him anyway. I do not fail. Cool. As I expected from you. You live up to your reputation, even when faced with difficulties. Difficulties I brought upon myself. I trusted people to keep quiet who aren't known for that. What do you mean? Dingarians. You can't trust them. Ah, well, many share that sentiment. They can be useful, though. They certainly can. Can't you? Enshackle! And before I could react, magic chains appeared out of nowhere and wrapped themselves around me. What the... Don't try and resist. I doubt you could fight in your current condition. Sir Ormond and the Horus Guards must have offered quite a fight, judging from your looks. What are you doing? The only sensible thing to do with an assassin after she's completed her mission? Get rid of her. But... Really, how naive are you, Chalassa? Did you think I'd leave behind any witnesses? Anyone who could tell others what happened here? We had a deal. I kept my side of the bargain. As I knew you would have. Why do you think I told Sir Ormond you would come? Only because you were good enough that it wouldn't matter. You did. I told him the dwarves had sent you though, so that they could take over Horus for themselves. But what if I'd failed? What if I'd not been able to kill him because you'd alerted him? In that case, he would have still thought the dwarves had sent you, and without the dwarves to decide, he wouldn't have tried his coup. So you see, it didn't matter whether you succeeded or failed in your mission. The Empire profits either way. And since you tired yourself out fighting Sir Ormond, you're now too weak to fight us, which is why you will now die. No. Huh? But we agreed that the deal is off. This woman murdered my brother, and I demand that she be my slave from now on, as is Dingarian law. You cannot just have her, she knows too much. Her life is mine now, and I will see her die in the way that I want it. And that is, from hunger and thirst, tied to a flagpole on top of my house in Dingaria. All right, you can have her. General, Well, certainly looks as though you didn't die easy after all, Chalassa, but I'm certain a few days more or less won't matter. You've poisoned your last Dingarian assassin. Shut up and get it over with. Oh no, not yet. Not yet. And so I was taken to Dingaria. But how did you survive that punishment? Tied to a flagpole in the heat of the sun without food or water? Actually, the wizard never did that to me. As soon as we were in Dingaria, I managed to convince his wife that he had bought me as a love slave. No? Which is why his wife immediately took me to the slave market and sold me to the arena. And this is how I came to be one of Yelden's slaves. I had no idea. No wonder I never told anyone. You were the first. Wow. So what gives me the honour? No idea. I just think you're worthy of my trust. Or maybe I just feel I'm in your debt because of what you did for me. Oh dear. Huh? What's with the long face? There. She really feels she's in my debt. Now I definitely can't tell her that I refused to be part of a plan that would have allowed her to repay that debt. Althea? Sorry, I was just a bit lost in thought. Your story. Ah, I know. It's a bit of a downer, isn't it? Well, at least you're still alive. That's all that counts. You always find something positive, even in the saddest stories, don't you? Thanks. Is there anything else? No, not really. Then, could you leave me alone for tonight? I'm not quite done with my stretching. Of course, Chalassa. Good night. Good night, Althea. Wake up! Oh, what do you want? Master of the Pits is busy today, so he sent me to wake you up, your lazy butts. And what important task awaits us today? What did the Master of the Pits tell you? Nothing. Just train and get ready for the next fights. Go out and buy better equipment if you need it. Tomorrow you're fighting again in the arena. Oh, that's unexpectedly nice. Well, I've given the message. I'm done here. That is strange. Look, I'm not sure what's going to happen tomorrow, but I think we'd better do what he said. Alright, let's go out and prepare ourselves. Better be ready for anything. I might need a better weapon after all. Fair enough. Anything interesting? Let's have a look at the lucky shop. Still need a better bow. Level 11 bow. Nobody uses any of the stuff here. So I can sell all items. I don't think anybody really needs those shawls, do they? Oh, I suppose it's better than what she's currently using. Defense, magic, paralyzed resistance, magic. Yeah. Okay, let's give that to Althea. That to Shay. That to Bayless. Nope. Okay. Now we can sell all items there. Has he actually got anything worth buying, I wonder? Still need decent weapons. Better damage, better attack, better in all regards. Let's buy that and equip directly. And then we can sell her treasured two-handed sword. No new bows, as I mentioned. It's a pity, but oh well. No staffs. Nothing really... No, nothing really good in that. Already got her, and no new staffs for him. Okay. There's nothing really interesting there. Let's go talk to the Ratman mercenaries. Hey, welcome again! Let's ask to trade. Do you have any items with you right now? Yes, I hope you'll find something to your liking. Ooh. Some of those look promising. more not. Significantly better helm though, so equip that on Valus. Nimble padded armor. That could actually be useful for Chalassa, so I'm going to buy it on the off chance I need it later. And she could use a new helm, couldn't she? Extra speed, extra attack, a lot more defense. Yep. Equip directly. Studded shoulder pads of the damned. Which are not as good as the ones she's currently got equipped. But they are significantly better than the ones that he has equipped, so buy them. Ah, but he can't equip them, okay. Nope. Ooh, Masterwork Leather Boots of Freedom. Yep, let's have them, because they are significantly better. Can anybody else use them? Because I feel like I haven't upgraded anybody's boots in ages. Okay, lower the threshold, better speed. Yeah, to get her repair as well. Right. Thanks. Good luck with your quest. Right, leaving there seems like an excellent opportunity to me to pause this recording and say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next part.